Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Gurbani gives us inspiration and a new perspective on life. While there are infinite ways in which it inspires us, here are 3 important ways in which Gurbani can change our life.
Number 1. Gurbani gives us purpose in life. With logic and doubt having so much influence in our society and being so important in science, it is often easy to doubt everything and be left with no purpose. With no purpose, life can seem empty and meaningless. Having faith in Gurbani gives us a clear direction in life. In order to have this purpose, we have to start by trusting the Guru's word as true. Whereas we follow Gurbani, our faith becomes stronger. What begins as faith becomes trust when we begin to see the words of Gurbani reflecting the truth of our daily living. Many of the things that Gurbani says we can try in our daily lives and realize them to be true. Just as a scientist does an experiment with faith and then sees the results, we can implement the experiment of transforming our lives through Naam and Gurbani and see the results. Gurbani clearly defines our life purpose without any doubt. Pai parapat manuk dehuriya, Gobind milan ki eh teri bariya. You have been given this human life, this human form, and this is your chance to meet God. Everything else we do in life is secondary to this defined life purpose. And by believing in this, we can live our life with greater clarity. Everything gains meaning when we have purpose in life.
The second way in which Gurbani can transform our life is that it removes our pain and gives us joy in return. Gurbani is not an abstract philosophy. It is very practical and is concerned with our day-to-day living. How does Gurbani remove our pain and suffering? Guruji says, Prabh ki saran sagal pay lathe, dukh bin se sukh paya. When we enter the saran or sanctuary of God, our pain and suffering begins to disappear and we attain to peace without a shadow of misery. Because God is not a person or limited to a time or place, to enter the sanctuary of God means to connect with God spiritually. This is done through constantly remembering God's name, Waheguru, and through reciting God's praises through Kirtan and Path. By doing this, the mind enters God's sanctuary and starts to leave its tendencies of seeking happiness through material things. It finds the undiluted joy of God's presence moment by moment.
Thirdly, Gurbani teaches us what's important in life. Throughout life, in pursuit of our goals and ambitions, we often forget what is actually important. Gurbani teaches that our biggest responsibility is to our own soul. We have been born in order to be one with God. If we take care of this purpose, then Gurbani teaches us that we will be provided for by God Himself, and we will have everything we need. If God is the most important thing in our life, then all of God's blessings will also be obtained.
Jeh vast mangiye, sai paye, je naam chit laye. Whatever we ask for, we attain if we remember God's name. Thus, Gurbani inspires us by giving us our life purpose, removing our misery, and teaching us what is actually important. In our modern, fast-paced life, this is not only helpful, but essential.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.